Hey there everybody, in this video I want to show you this car here. This is a 2019 Honda HRV, and this is actually quite an unusual HRV. There is a model that came out in 2019 which was a facelifted version of the HRV, which this is, but this one's got some really nice extras that are not common on them. If there's any information you want on this car, please do not hesitate to give me a shout. 086 843 1945. Brian is my name, Fitzpatrick's Garage, Dublin Road, Kildare. And if you give me a shout, I'd be happy to run through information on the car, information on financing, trading in, old cars that you want to get rid of, whatever it is. Call, text, WhatsApp, that's the best way to get me. It's really windy, so sorry about the noise at the start, so I think I might just run through the interior until the wind calms down a bit. It's a weird morning, it's kind of sunny and cloudy, and then anyway, right, they are seat heaters with 2 stages. Ooh, and there's a bit of dirt there for me getting in and out. Right, anyway, there is a low setting and a high setting, and then that is a really bespoke full leather interior. I'll go back to that in a while. So in terms of how the car feels to drive, the seat's going to be adjustable height wise. That headrest is actually that's more for anti-whiplash, so your head doesn't go too far backwards in the event of an accident or something like that. And then that steering wheel has an adjuster down over through here, which is in, out, up, down. So once you're comfortable in the car, set the steering, set your seat, lock that back in place. Just a couple of quick controls while we're sitting here. This is cruise control over through here, that's fine. A speed limiter, but what's pretty neat about that is, if we zoom in through here, I can set a speed limiter, that's fine. And then there's 2 speed limiters, so there's cruise, there's speed limiter, which respects speed signs. Pretty nice, because if you go into like a 60 zone or whatever, it's going to warn you that you have now moved into a different speed zone and you're exceeding the speed limit. Other things over here then, these are controls for the radio and Bluetooth and all that kind of stuff is down through here. And then your trip meter is over here, so that's things like average speed, fuel efficiency, next service due, and all that kind of stuff. While we're at it, you might as well have a quick look at the radio. So there is a reverse camera. Actually, what's neat there as well, see this, right? I go for reverse, but watch my wing mirror over here. It also dips down so I can see what the rear left wheel over there is doing. Front and rear park sensors. There's nothing around me here, so I just can't show you, but essentially they will make noise when you get too close to an object. This is touch and swipe, so audio and phone, but in 2019 then they started also coming with Garmin navigation as well. Down through here then, actually I'm just going to move off the road because I might be blocking someone here. Right, so down through here, these are heating controls, so passenger, driver, front rear windscreen demisters for the wing mirrors. See down there, there's a bit of storage in through here, and then I'm just going to put that down there, fine. So there's actually in here, there's HDMI, there is 2 USB connectors, there's a bit of storage in through here. The gear stick's really nice where it is. I'll show you when I'm driving. It's actually like, gear stick is like the Accord, but it's a nice precise gear shift, but it's high and it's nice. It's just Honda make nice gearboxes, to be fair, and manual. Handbrake, which instead of lifting up, you lift that button and it engages, but to drive away, if I literally just drive away, it automatically releases. Drinks holders in through there, armrest in through here. Okay, honestly, I'm going to go now, but last thing over here, parking sensors on or off, eco, which reduces how aggressive my throttle position and cruise control is, and this will change colour when I'm driving from green to white if I'm not driving economically, or you can customise the colours. After that then, the alarm to turn it on or off, and lane departure warning, which will just warn you visually and audibly if you drift out of your lane. Okay, the very last thing, then I'm going driving. Wiper controls, which are automated, light controls, which are automated for daytime, nighttime, and they dip when you meet traffic, and they go full when you're in a country area. In terms of driving the car then, I suppose the whole thing is, it is an SUV, so it feels high off the ground. The visibility is quite nice all the way around. What I like about these, and you can just feel there's a bit of power, it's a snorty engine, right? I'm going to go off on a bit of a tangent here, so I apologise for a minute. These cars are old school in a way when it comes to the engine and gearbox, and I think that's a good thing. The gearbox feels lovely, it's sporty to use, the engine is straightforward, no turbo, it's a real simple, straightforward engineered engine, and it's raspy and there's a nice sound off it when you drive it on, and I like that. And from a reliability point of view, simple, straightforward engines, really unlikely to give you trouble going forward. So I really enjoy driving these cars. As you can see along there, once you give it a bit of a boot, yes, okay, it's not a quiet engine, but that's kind of what I enjoy. I enjoy feeding, you get that kind of feedback you don't get in modern cars anymore because they're so numb and quiet, and this is, I think, a more involving car to drive overall. From the point of view of facts and figures, it's a 130 horsepower, 1.5 litre engine, and that will return 6.5 litres, around 45 miles per gallon. Just in terms of the boot size on this car, so the boot's actually quite large. Condition is good, I think, but what's nice on them then is the boot is really deep, so you can have a spare wheel down there, which most people don't tend to opt for, and then there's just a really large storage area down through there, but you can, if you want, put a spare wheel in through there. And then the boot obviously is there. Over here there is a 12 volt outlet. Over there is a light. If you want, then you can also drop the back seats and you have this really long large load area, and this parcel shelf actually comes out. Oops. What's nice, sorry, there's the key in my hand. What's nice is this is solid. Some people used to complain about the 16 through 18 model because it was a flexible parcel shelf. It had its advantages, but it was less robust looking, whereas this one is a solid hard parcel shelf on the rear. Sounds like something small, but it actually was a bit of a problem on the previous generation model of it. In terms of the rear of the car then, 3 head restraints, 3-point safety belts, ISOFIX over here, ISOFIX over there. The interior is a cranberry style leather. It is really cool, it's really unusual, and it's in very nice condition throughout. So basically this car would have had a cloth interior normally from the factory. This one is adapted before it was brand new, where this cranberry leather was fitted to the seats and the door cards as well. And really, like, even simple things like the airbag sign is in red, you know, okay, small details, but it's done right, and it's nice. Anyone that's going to buy a car like this, they want something that stands out, something that's different. That's what this car is all about. Different on the outside. You won't see any other ones with this sort of dechrome kind of setup on the outside, and then on the inside with this type of interior. It's a really distinct car. The legroom is ridiculous in these. In the way it's ridiculous in the Honda Jazz. This car is actually built on the Honda Jazz. Nice things up here. You have, these are LED lights in through here. There's storage in through here. Sitting in the back of this car, there's every bit as much room forwards and height-wise as there is in something like a Kia Sportage or Hyundai Tucson. Even though this is a smaller, neater SUV with a smaller, say, footprint on the road. So this kind of car is really for someone that wants the height and comfort of an SUV, but they don't want something as big and bulky in terms of maneuverability and parking and stuff. In terms of here, I will also have an armrest over through here, but the legroom is stupid. I am sitting behind me. I know it looks like I've modified that. There is really an unbelievable amount of legroom in these. They've just designed them well. And even the Honda Jazz, like I said, very surprising car. Small car segment, ridiculous legroom in the back. Admittedly, I will say this is a narrower car than the other ones I've mentioned already. So it's probably 5 people is doable in the car, but 4 people is probably more comfortable. These seats, see the way they fold, so you can lock that up, and then I can do that on both sides, and you get this tall mode if you have anything awkward that you want to throw, anything you want to throw across the back seats, and then just to drop it down, drops into place. So it's pretty straightforward and easy to use. One other small details on those seats, actually, they are adjustable, so you can have the seat forward or you can head it back. So there's a bit of a recline function in them as well. So the outside of the car has got some really cool features. This is, I think it's a very unique looking HRV. So just to give you an idea, like we're saying, this is the facelifted version. So this particular HRV was facelifted in 2019. And essentially the car got nicer headlights in through here with projectors in here, and then big long daytime running lights over here. The nose changed quite a bit on those cars back then. So you ended up with a big, what they call, I think it's a solid wing face. It's kind of like a Honda sort of design, sort of key. Anyway, the upshot of that was you got this big kind of chrome grille on the front. Now in this one, we've gone for a different grille. We've gone for a gloss black grille. The reason is you have a big chrome section along there and over the lights. And then you had this black one here, and I always wondered what it would look like, and I'm really happy I kind of did it now. So this is actually black from the factory, so we've matched it gloss black all the way along through there, and now that matches, we'll say, the front end grille along here, so it makes the front end of the car look way more aggressive than any of the other Irish ones that are on the road. Actually, I see some Vezels coming in, or Vezels or whatever they're called, from Japan, which are the Japanese version, and a lot of them seem to have a dark grille, especially those RS sporty models, so I think it was a good choice. And then to complement that, those cars came with a silver alloy wheel, so we've gone for the gloss black finish on the wheels on this car, so they again make it look a little bit more aggressive, and the black matches the black that's on the front of the car. And then again, to make it a little bit more distinctive, we've also put these nice side running bars on the side of the car. So down low along here, if you look at this, It actually mimics the front, like actually a normal side skirt on one of these is the exact same shape, but you see the way it comes out along here, small little designs again, and it's not big and bulky, it's just, it makes it look a little bit more sporty and a little bit more wide and distinctive compared to the normal HRV. So it's the kind of car, you look at it and you know there's something different compared to the normal ones. The rear of the car then looks really, really smart, and I think because if you look down along here, I really love those wheels. I love gloss black on wheels. This again just makes it look a bit fatter than the normal one. And what I've done here is as well, this was normally chrome along through here, so we've gone with black, so a dechrome gloss black finish along through there just to match everything else. One other thing as well, and I'm not 100% sure, and that's something that you might decide different, and you still have the option to do it. If you look here, the door handles on these cars were normally a chrome door handle, okay? What I've done there is gone with the gloss black door handle, but in some ways I'm wondering, would that silver along here match better with the likes of the gloss black finish, with the likes of a chrome door handle? So if somebody decided, you know what, I wouldn't mind actually having a chrome door handle to go with that down there, then we can do that. That's absolutely no problem. At the time when I was ordering the steps, I was going to go for like a completely black side step, but you know what, sometimes you just need a little bit of a break. And I just found, I know this is real dumb stuff, right? We're looking along here, the way that kind of curves up. I just thought that kind of complemented that. Anyway, I'm mad, don't mind me. So, it does look definitely different than any other HRV in the road, and I think it's way sportier than a normal one. And you need that when you're buying a car that has a nice interior like that. It needs to stand out on the outside as well. So I think for anyone that wants an SUV that's not too big and bulky, and they want something that has a high level of specification, and they want something that's different than everything else that's on the road, then this is definitely worth considering. So hopefully by now you have a better idea of what this car is all about. And if there's any information you want on it, Brian is my name, 086 843 1945, call, text, WhatsApp. I'll be happy to go through information on the car, information on trading in your car, information on financing, or the types of warranties we provide, or any information you want to know about these Honda HRVs in general. And if you're watching on YouTube, I do appreciate you actually taking the time to watch. And if there's something you want to know, just let me know in the comment section below and I'll do my best to answer. Anyway, hopefully you like the car. Thanks a million for watching.